Hey, how you doing? This is Jesus. This is Broken Knucklez, and this is episode 7, small and online tourneys. And let's go on. So today, what I want to talk about is small tournaments. Actually, I'm recording this on the weekend, and there's a couple different tournaments going on. There's one down in Puerto Rico. There's one over in Japan, and there's one somewhere in the Midwest, I think Oklahoma or something like that. There's a couple different tournaments going on. Um, the levels of viewership fluctuate, obviously. The one in Oklahoma, I think when I was watching last night, had like 19 people. That sucks, but it's okay. But the one in Puerto Rico ranging in the thousands. So, it really depends on a number of different things. But that's not what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about is the importance and the need for these small and online tourneys. All right. So first off, I want to talk about the importance. Right. The importance of these tournaments is simply this. We play online, there's no real consequences, especially if we're playing as a casual. But if you want to be more competitive, you play in one of the ranked modes of your game. And, you play people a bit more serious because there's a mild consequence of points of some sort. Some people take it way too seriously. But yeah. But now, when we come to real world consequences, the intensity gets kicked up another notch. And depending on how large the real world consequences are, i.e., prize pool, the larger the intensity. So this is where these small and online tournaments come in. Their importance really falls on the more chances for people to play in a situation where there's real consequences, right? Where I get kicked out of the tourney, I just lost my $5-10 I put in. So I think that's awesome. That's a big thing, because if you're truly a competitive person, that's where the fun begins, is when there's some kind of real consequence, not just some imaginary points that disappear once you stop playing the game. You know what I mean? So yeah, so these small guys, really, that's an excellent resource. And why is that an excellent resource? Because let's say you are really trying to get good at your game, and you're really trying to move up and be a top player or something. You're going to have nerves for those tough times, because top players play in person, they play offline, they play in tournaments full of people watching them play, cheering. There's a lot of pressure that goes there. So if you're not even testing what the pressure feels like of playing for money, much less of playing for money in front of people, you know what I mean? That it's like anything. Your ability to deal with that pressure is like a muscle. You got to build it up, and these small tournaments allow people to like get in the gym and really start feeling what that feels like. So that's a great thing. I think that's an excellent resource that they provide. And the cool thing I like about them is that, when it comes down to these tournaments, just the basic concept of what a tournament is so simple. It's so easy. You basically have however many spots that you can get filled with people who pay a couple of bucks to play, and your prize pool is the money that they pay to play, basically. And it gets broken up according to, the amount of money, the amount of people, how deep you want to pay, all that kind of stuff. And then, yeah, you make your couple bucks from all of that. You take your little percentage out, and then everything else goes to the prize pool. That's freaking awesome. That is a very, very simple and easy way to fund and do these tournaments. And like if you're running tournaments and you're doing that stuff, you're like, well, how do I really make any kind of money? Dude, you have the product. The product is the tournament. You know what I mean? You got to find ways to market and sell that. There are a couple of different ways to do it. There's a couple of different things, but always the best way to do it is to find your way of expressing that and doubling and tripling down on it, whatever it is. And then people will come to your product, the tournament that you ran, for your particular flavor of it, right? I.e., Destroyer. I love the Destroyer tournaments. Destroyer is a player from the NRS scene, Mortal Kombat 11 right now. He's running some tournaments on there, and I love it because he's mad hype. His hype levels are ridiculous, and it's true, and it's real, and it's authentic. And dude, I'm a huge Destroyer fan because of that. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm talking about. Find your thing. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's you have a unique hookup of a bunch of local hip hop artists, or excuse me, or local punk artists, or whatever your genre of music is, and you can get like exclusive music for them or something like that. Like whatever it is, find it, double down on it, and make your tournament that you're running unique because of that. And that's going to be a thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, understanding that you can start to run a tournament, get the players, and then the tournament itself is your product. So you don't have to try to you know, more of the money can go to the players. And hell, if you get a good enough product, you can personally start throwing pop bonuses in to start attracting better and higher skilled players to your tournament, hence making your product better, hence boom boom boom, you know. Anyway, that's another great thing about small tournaments. It provides more opportunities for people to build content for the FGC for us to watch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about you, but fighting games, just because of the sheer amount of mental concentration that's needed in the game, I play, man, at best, if I'm going deep, I'll play like 3 hours. Then I'm done. And actually, whenever those days I realize that I play like a good 3-4 hours, I don't play again almost for the rest of the week. Like, I got other things to think about. I mean, I'll watch a ton of matches, but I won't personally play. So I figure that most people are probably like that. And I'm speaking about people who have like lives and stuff to do. So if you're providing a ton of content for that, I can still absorb the game, still enjoy the game. And when I play the game, there is it's like a continuation of the particular game. You know what I mean? But because I have tournaments and a number of things to watch throughout the week. Yeah. And also remember this too. There's only but so many combo videos a person can watch. There's only but so many videos you can watch of the same guy running in ranked mode, playing, you know, just random people online. But now, the more competitive play that's out there. When I look at the various YouTube videos that I watch, the ones of tournaments, the ones of people playing competitively, or highly skilled players playing long sets together, those get the most views. So tournaments, if you don't have access to if you're not a top player and can play long sets with other top players, or maybe you can run a tournament, you know, there's a number of things you can do. So all I'm saying is the focus is there. We just need more types of a specific content, and I really do believe competitive play is the content. That's the content we need, because that's the content that non-FGC people will care about. They won't care about combo videos. Unless they like the personality of the player, they won't be super interested in watching the same one guy play 10 random people. You know, it's just, you know, this is the way people are. You know what I mean? They rather see competition instead of the grind practicing to the competition. The practice is more for the people in the FGC. The other stuff is for people outside. Anyway, enough of a rant on that. Another big thing, though, that I do like about online tournaments in particular, and I would love if there could be a way we can figure out how to do this offline, is that with more and more games having customization, like the random customization that happens during tournaments is cool, but I do love watching the online tournaments where I get to see what that person's personality looks like manifested through their character. They pick their skins, they pick their accessories, they pick the colors, all of these kind of things. I think really speaks to who that person is. And I love online tournaments because they allow that, because you're playing from your system, so you're going to have exactly what your stuff is. And I think that's awesome. So for that, in and of itself, I think it makes online tournaments so watchable. What I really would wish, especially online tournaments, would start doing too, is for games that allows you to customize your moveset, games that allows you to really customize certain types of mechanics in the game. I would really love to start to see tournaments with that, seeing people take those customized things and really take it to the next level. Because personally, that's the game I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the fighting game that comes out where you just basically get a character and you put in what all of their moves are. You know what I mean? Allows you to build combos and shit like that. So when you fight that person, it's 100% unique. Because that person built their character. Of course, you know what the moves are and all that stuff, blah, blah. There's certain logistics to it. But, man, that's the game I'm waiting on. Oof, man, I've been thinking a lot about it, too. I have a really good idea how that would work. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, so, like, these are some things, man. These small tournaments, I love about them. And, yeah, they can definitely get to popping. Now this is something I do want to bring up to these guys. Like, so personally, I went to school for motion graphics, and I've learned about a couple of resources here and there. And personally, I don't currently work using my degree, but I still know a few things about it, and I just want to pass a couple of things on to some people, right? So one way to up the production quality on these smaller streams and these smaller tournaments and such is to look. It doesn't cost a lot, you know. I don't know. I'm not trying to guess on how much money anyone has. I just do know that I'm a person that doesn't have any money, but I have money. You know what I mean? Like, I do the nonsense stuff that I do. So if I know that buying a graphics package for $50 means that I don't get to do a particular bit of nonsense that I do for another week, then that's what it is. It's just that simple. Like, so you want to up the quality of your streams and all that stuff. Find a graphics package. A great resource, go to Video Hive. I think it's .net actually. Go to videohive.net, and yeah, they have a bunch of number of things for After Effects, some pre-rendered things, all that kind of stuff. Hell, you can just search on YouTube, and there's a number of videos you can find that you can have green screen transitions and things like that that you can key out and stuff. Like, yeah, there's a number of things that you can do to up the quality and transitions, getting a group of graphics that all match each other. That alone is just remarkable. Like, I see a lot of people, they do it on some level, but then it gets to certain things and they just get real generic. And I mean, just take that next step. Oh, okay, so when it comes to the names on the screen, you know, take the next little bit of step, look at the game you're streaming or whatever it is, and design a simple thing that looks like it's from the game. Man, that ups your production value dramatically. So just kind of think about that. Or even if you don't get something that looks like the game, just find something that all falls in line with each other, that matches. You know what I mean? Like, not just color scheme matches, but matches in theme and in feel and those kind of things. Man, it leaps and bounds up your production value. And something else that I noticed that is just the thing, you know. So when it comes to tournaments, especially live tournaments, especially small live tournaments, there's going to be delays. People are going to be doing other stuff. People are going to be eating. People are going to have to leave. Like, all kinds of things on these local guys. You know what I mean? So you got to have a plan for that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel you that, you know, it's hard to plan for unexpected things. You know, maybe your commentators disappear or all those kind of things. Yeah, I know. And there's a number of things that I have no idea, because I don't do tournaments. I have no idea on the various complications that can come up. But what I do know is that if something's happening all the time, you can make a plan so that when it happens again, you can have some sort of answer. That's all I'm saying. And as one person finds an answer, other people will see that answer, so that answer gets spread around fairly quickly. So that's really what I'm saying. I'm really saying is find a solution, use the solution, more people will see you use that solution, the solution will get passed around, less delays we have to deal with. Just that simple. Now, once again, something I was talking about earlier goes back to a way to deal with these long delays is that personality thing, you know. So maybe you make good comedy sketches and you make a bunch, so when the tournament comes and something's screwing up, you have a comedy sketch going on. You know what I mean? Just to buy the time, keep people watching so they don't get bored and flip to something else. Maybe you have a music video that you can run, a short, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Your plans for your long delays is an excellent time to have these extra bits of video that you can throw in, keep everybody entertained, you know, so forth and so on, and then cut back. Boom. Trust me, as a person that watches, as soon as we start to get to a delay and all that stuff, and I got commentators just kind of lollygagging about nothing, and they're not, there's no real chemistry there. They might be understanding of they might have a good understanding of the game, and they're great commentators, but they're terrible time fillers. That happens. Being a time filler is it's a skill. You know what I mean? You gotta practice it. You gotta have a certain level of quick wit when it comes to the way you think and a number of things. You know what I mean? So it's not just something that anybody can do. So you, as the person running the stream, you as the person putting on the event, need to have some backup ideas for that. And like I said, there's a number of ways. Hell, there's so much content out there already. Contact somebody who you like their content. Say, hey, I'm running a tournament, and I would love to use your stuff in between a boom 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 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, don't run more ads. Like, I understand sometimes you gotta fulfill ad responsibilities, so do that, make your money. But if you don't have to, have another solution, and that's going to make people happier. Having that other solution. Like, if I'm not watching an ad break, but I'm watching a short film, even if the short film is kind of stupid, I'll probably watch it because it's not an ad. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so just have ideas and plans, you know, for those kind of things. And last but not least, the biggest thing I can tell you to all you guys who are doing these tournaments and these online gigs, you really need to make sure that you get it on YouTube, and you really need to tag it well, get it out there so that it can be found. Because I promise you, having those matches on YouTube so that people can consume them after the tournament is going to be the best thing for you. It's going to help make everything easier, because like I said, that one tournament I was watching that was in Oklahoma last night, 2 of the matches I watched, really good, really strong matches, but I was only one of 20 people watching it. So, and I don't know if they're going to put it on YouTube. And because the only way that I know the only good way that I know to find tournaments is to really know the name of the tournament and search it out. So that's something we as a community probably need to think about. Or if someone thought about it, please let me know so I can find all of the tournaments on YouTube and watch them and comb through them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. That's putting it on YouTube. 1, makes it kind of be around. 2, lets people know you exist. 3, brand building. There's so many things that you will benefit from by putting it on YouTube. So please, definitely do that. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. Man, I love this. Let me wrap this up one more time. I love the small tournaments. I love the online tournaments. I think they're awesome for the community. I just think there are little things that can be tweaked, and then wow, then a lot of really good things can happen. All right. Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. This is Jesus. This was Broken Knuckles, and I'm out.